Beach is certainly going to be packed around here today, that's for sure. And the pools, they got the splash pads open. Everybody's looking for ways to cool down, Brian. It's going to be hot.
It is. They cleared out for a little bit because of the rain moving in, but now that the rain's out, everybody's going to be heading back to the pools as things are getting steamy out there once again. Take a look what's going on around the area. There's a fog right around the lakefront now because it was so humid, or it is so humid, and the temperatures have cooled down to that dew point temperature. We have developed a fog along the lakefront. That will burn off once the sun breaks through to the west and starts warming temperatures up around the area. So it's 76 degrees. As you can see, the humidity up around 90%. It's even higher than that right on the waterfront there in Port Washington. We had the excessive heat warning in effect. Now it is a heat advisory for the southern counties from Milwaukee out towards Madison, Janesville, Racine, and Kenosha, and back off to the southwest of us where they have not seen the rain. They are still under the heat warning. So the rain and the clouds did a couple of things. It gave us much needed rain, about a ½ inch or more in some locations, and the cloud cover now keeping us cooler, which is just fine, but it's still very, very humid. You can see that fog bank kind of moving in over the high rises downtown. It's still very cloudy, but the rain has come to an end. 72 degrees with a dew point of almost 70. It is very sticky outside right now, and it will get back to what it was earlier. The dew point before it rained was in the mid 70s. That is very thick tropical air. So we've been tracking this since early this morning. It created all kinds of wind damage in northern Minnesota, Duluth and Superior, and it made its way through the Northwoods area. Sheboygan had a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, as did Fond du Lac. This area had the severe weather warnings around 9:15 this morning, and it was basically Fond du Lac and northwestern Dodge County that were under the warnings, and that's been it. It still had a lot of wind, anywhere from 45 to 48 miles per hour here in Milwaukee, gusty winds, and no hail, though. It was just a good pour rain with a lot of lightning as well. And lightning is also good for your lawn. It has all that nitrogen in it. It makes the yard more green, which we need. It's been so crispy and brown. Still some light rain around Kenosha and Pleasant Prairie. Everything else now moving out over the lake, and that should be it for the rest of the day. Right now, temperature has cooled to 72 in Milwaukee. It says 82 in West Allis, but I think that's reading a little bit high. 79 in Waukesha. Where it isn't reading high is back out towards Janesville, where it hasn't rained yet, 88, and they won't see rain for the rest of the day. 71 rain-cooled degrees in Sheboygan. Around West Bend, it is 70 degrees, just a few sprinkles out there at this hour, and you're still looking to get around 90 degrees. It just depends on how quickly that sun rebounds this afternoon and gets those temperatures back up. Look at how thick the humidity is back to the southwest. It is rare to see a dew point in the 80s, and they are seeing it right now in Platteville and in Cedar Rapids. And then for this afternoon, we're going to try to get back into the lower 90s, but it's going to be pretty tough. I think the upper 80s will be pretty close to what we're going to get this afternoon. It's still very humid as well, and it stays humid until we get to Monday afternoon. So the future forecast, just partly cloudy the rest of the afternoon, hazy and humid with temperatures getting back to around 90 degrees. 90 once again tomorrow. Could see an isolated morning shower. Saturday 87. The best chance of rain this weekend is Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then next week less humid and back to normal in the lower 80s, if I could speak.
Thanks, Brian. With